All right, so it has been a while since I've made a video, but here I am. I got back from traveling and visiting my family, and I just did not have the time and privacy necessary to make any video recap. So I pretty much took the week off for making videos, but I will recap the days that I did trade right now. So small green across the board the entire week. So good getting consistent. Monday green, Tuesday green, Wednesday green, Thursday took off, and Friday green. However, did give a little bit off the top, and I kind of felt like I botched too many trades today. I was a little bit rusty, and definitely underperformed. I've definitely underperformed. We had a really nice mover today, which we will review. Qngy, green 123 on it. Did take a loss on EPIX at the open, which we will go over. But yeah, Qngy. Wow, this thing really blew everything out of the water today. Um, Full candles going straight up. This is the type of momentum that you can really make a lot of money. So I really hope that we start seeing some more of this. But yeah, I don't know what the problem was today. I mean, I woke up a little bit late. I was a little bit hungover and tired. And definitely not on my A game for sure, as far as how I was feeling. And this thing completely threw me way off guard. And I tried to get in flow with it, and it seemed like my read was just a little bit off on Qngy. So we will go through the video here on Qngy. I haven't even watched this yet, but it's going to be pretty disappointing. I can already tell. So EPIX, I was looking for the break over. So EPIX was Wednesday's mover, I think. And it was holding up quite nice here yesterday. And I was looking for pretty much this move. I was looking for that right here. The break over 475. Because we have some shorts here at 475 from the previous day that have not gotten squeezed out, and you have potential shorts up here up to 5. So all of those shorts that got in late from the move on Wednesday, they were gearing up to get squeezed out here. So I thought we would see this move here right at the open, but it didn't squeeze out until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was pretty much done trading at that point. And the volume was, it was big. Volume was big for like 1 or 2 candles, and then it just died right back down. But definitely could have had some opportunity in there, but I wasn't looking at the market. But here, yeah, this is where I was looking for it. It's crazy. So here, EPIX for the breakthrough 475. This is what I was looking for. I thought it looked so good. And my technicals were great. My whole idea, my whole thesis was spot on. Just my timing was off. And I did good for, cutting the loss to $40. So I cut my loss, didn't take too much risk. So I think it was an overall good trade. It just didn't work out. So here at the open, I was getting lag on orders. I was only sending in 100 shares just because it was just, I knew we were seeing some lag. I was even short at one point for some reason, somehow, and I'm trying to get filled here. It was disgusting. This is why I do small size on the first 1 minute candle. So after all that, I still ended up, I ended up green. I was green after all of that nonsense. Which was good. Luck was in my favor there. So here I was looking for right here. I was gonna get aggressive. I was in 467. We're now reclaiming this wick. I thought this was it. We're gonna squeeze out 750 shares at 69. You have a nice bid at 468. We're moving up. I took a third off there. It's taking a little bit too long. Took another half off. or another third off. Here's it. Is this going to be the candle? So I add back as it's holding that level. I'm thinking we're going to break over and rip. And it just doesn't go. The bids just thin out. The bids thin out right there. This is where I should have cut my loss. Because you can see 5,000 here at 470, 472, another 5,000 shares, and there's nobody on the bid. This is where I need to be cutting my loss for a 2-cent loss. I'm giving it too much time. At this point, I'm giving it too much time. I have to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it. I don't think I cut it for a little bit longer. But I should have been cutting it already. It's just the volume ain't there. Even though, 8,000 shares just went in on the bid. So, I mean, that's a good sign, but it still doesn't go. 463, I took that last portion off. Or no, 470.57, I took that last. So I took like an extra 15 cents. When I should have just, here goes Qngy. Here I knew it, we're a little bit extended on the 1 minute. So I'm not even sure, like, I'm in 1,000 shares at 208, and like I just saw this stock at 210. Now we're squeezing up. We just had a huge green candle. Now we're on the first pullback. I'm getting in kind of aggressive here at 208. We're extended off the 9 EMA, and so I mean 1,000 shares. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too big on a $2 stock, but I have no idea that this market's actually going to be heating up right now. I'm thinking it's just going to maybe pop up a couple cents and then fade back down. That's what I'm thinking right now. And so, it doesn't go immediately. I take my measly 1 cent profit for $6, and it just inches up another cent, another cent, another cent. Hanging around town, and moving up, not yet. Moving up another cent, another 3 cents, another 4 cents. Here's where it starts to pick up. I'm like, oh, it's too late. Like it might just go. And so here I get in at 220. I get in on this quick micro pullback right there. Boom, in 517. Already 5 cents in the green. I take it off for my 5 cent profits. I still don't think this is gonna rip. I still don't think so. I'm moving up 1,000 shares, and now once I start sizing up, I don't give it room. Because when I'm sized up, I feel like I don't want to give it any room. It's just my anxiety is just like I gotta take my profits. I can't be in this big size and get caught in the flesh. It would be terrible. And so that kind of gets to me sometimes. And I do take my profits way too soon, or I take a small loss when when it was unnecessary. Like for example, those past 3 scalps, they're all break even. So I need to learn, in a hotter market. I was not anticipating a hot market, but in a hot market, I need to let my winners run. Here at 21, I'm out at 22.5. 1 cent profit again. And at this point, I'm like, it might break the high of day, so I'm just going to take a quick high of day scalp. I'm in at 21. As I'm trying to get out at 25, it bulls up to 240. I got almost 20 cents a share right there. 19 cents a share. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Here at 250, I FOMO in. Back here at, I FOMO in here at the high at some point. 1,000 shares at 39. Taking it off break even, I think. Maybe a small gain. Maybe $10. Here I'm like 250. Oh, it's going to go. And 247. It completely faked me out right there. Now I'm already down 6 cents on 1,000 shares. I'm like, oh, if this doesn't go, then I'm screwed. So I took that off for my $80 loss right there. Or no, $50 loss. Here is like 250 is the area, and I want to wait for that entry. I want to wait for that proper entry. Right there is a good entry. 39, took it off way too soon there again. Very bad trading here, but I'll tell you where the entry is. The entry is going to be the next candle. Look at the volume, increasing. This is insane, this volume. So I need to be long right here. I had to have been long for the break of 250. It just goes so fast. I'm looking at the tape, the level 2 here. I'm like getting ready to trade this thing and not even looking at the charts. What are you doing? And there it goes up to 250. You have 8,000 at 248. That thing gets chewed up. Oh, dude, look at the tape. Come on, 10,000 just hit this on the ask. I mean, the sellers are fighting here. And then it just unleashes here. Took another loss there. And then boom, 8,000 shares bought up like nothing. And here I'm in at 48. Didn't go right away. It didn't go right away. Go, get in right there. Oh my God. Look at this. Dude, they're already buying at 254. They're buying at 254. And I could be buying at 250. What is going on? And then it just absolutely just rips. Like, just rips. $40K at 250 again. So I'm keeping that in my head right there. So you have 34,000 shares at 250. That's a $70,000 position right there sitting at 250. If we can get back over 250, that's a long. That is bullish. That is all bullish. Who the hell buys, if this thing gets eaten up, like how can you say that this is bearish, like this is a long all day. Boom, long. You want to be long right there. You want to be long with a stop at 250. And I take my 2 cents. I take my fucking 2 cents. I take my 2 cents. This just aggravates me sometimes. Boom, I want to be long. Hold that shit and just let it run. That's what I need to be doing right now. And then this is where it starts to really go. So yeah, there it goes, rips up into a hole. Tried getting filled there. And then this is where it really like faked me out. This is SPRC. I'll show you. So we open up sideways and we open up late. We open up 10 seconds late. So I'm completely caught off guard here. And I'm thinking, we're going to open up by like $3. That's what I'm thinking. But so we open up sideways. I'm buying there for that next candle to rip. I'm waiting for that thing to rip. It doesn't go immediately. I take it off. Getting back in because it's holding. Adding for the breakthrough to high. And then it rejects. I take a 10-cent loss there. Another $50. This is where I should have gotten long. Right when we dip there. You see that dip? Right when we dip. Let's see. Let me pause it here. Boom. Right there. It got bought up. All of those sell orders came through and it went down like 5 cents. And now you see buyers just hopping on. This is strong. This is strong. Boom, you want to be long, long. I got in, but kind of late. Only took my 2 cents because that's what I do here, and took another 3 cents. 303 out of 303. I was in at 307 out of 310. Here I'm checking my P&L. What the hell am I doing? I got to get out of that habit, bad habit right there. And then it's just gone. It's just gone. This thing's mooning in front of my eyes. And I just butchered it. I'm up $30. I think I was red at one point. I was red. I was red on a 100% parabolic move. Sometimes, man, sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and I just got to be grateful that I'm green today. I mean, because after this thing made its run, it got really choppy, and it was really hard to trade. It was really a lot trickier to trade. Here we go, and then this pullback here actually got a pretty decent entry there, but again, there's my 4 cents, right on cue for my 4-cent profit when I could have got freaking like 40 cents. So, that's just how it goes. In a hot market, like this thing just made a move here. I have to recognize that and shift out of this cold market mindset of taking my 4 or 5 cents. And I have to be in here on this dip and holding. I got to be holding for a couple minutes for the proper big bounce, for the 10% bounce that you can get. I can't be taking it off for my 1% gain. Last week, earlier this week, okay, you can take your 3 or 4 cent profits and be happy and walk away, but you see something like this, you got to have that patience to hold. You got to have that patience to hold and wait for that breakout. You got to have the patience to hold and wait for that proper bounce off the lows. And that's like the biggest struggle for me is like you get like a streak of cold momentum, cold market, and you're completely not you're shifting out of the hot market and you're getting into the cold market. So you're like taking your profits quick, you're cutting the losers really quick, and you're not letting your winners run, and that's what's keeping you profitable. That's actually what you should be doing in a cold market. That's how you stay green in a cold market. But when the market flips hot and you're still thinking from a cold mindset, you're going to be trying to dig through cement when everybody else is digging through sand. And I don't want to be digging through cement. If I could be digging through sand, I'm not going to get anywhere. And here, everybody else is here digging in sand and having these huge holes, and I'm here, over on the street trying to dig through the street, and I'm not getting anywhere, and I'm frustrated. But it's a nice bright sunny day, and the sand is nice and soft, and people are I don't know what kind of analogy this is, but people are making big progress on something like this, and I'm not, and because I was able to switch from that cold mindset to the hot mindset and give it some time. Off this dip is a beautiful entry. I could have got 40 cents here on this dip after the halt. Would have been great and that break of 250 would have been great. I had all great entries. I just needed to wait for that extra minute, and I could have captured another 10%, and I could have had a huge day. And the potential is there, and I could see myself doing it. In my mind, I can see myself doing it. It's just my reality hasn't caught up to that yet. But it will. It's going to catch up to it, and I believe that it will. And that's why I continue to show up, because I know that this is not the end. What I'm doing right now is not the end of me, and it's just another step. It's just making progress along the road, and eventually I'm going to get to bigger and bigger heights. But yeah, continuing to show up and seeing something like this and then recognizing it, trying to recognize it earlier and earlier and shifting my mindset while I can still capitalize on a move, that's so important. And so this has offered a very valuable lesson for me. This is one of my better trades here for the 1 minute candle make new high. So in at 330, out at 339, but that was a little bit better trade. Nice 10 cents there. And then there it goes, it rips. And yeah, so it does. I knew there was going to potentially be that another sit up here through 4. So I was hanging around through 4. Here we'd kind of curl up. And then I did kind of get caught in that flush there for 100 shares. Small size, but, was quite unfortunate. So this is sort of like an ABCD pattern on the 1 minute and then a bull flag here on the 5 minute. And we do. Here is a nice, beautiful bull flag here in the 5 minute. We do squeeze out. I don't have it recorded though, but I do take the trade here as it holds above 380, and I catch the break of 394 and the break through 4, which was like a it was small size because it was already getting later in the day. I didn't want to go red on the day. So, but then, my undisciplined, the part of me that's undisciplined, that part of me kind of got to me today. And on Qngy, I just could not help myself. I had to catch one more flush. I couldn't help myself. Because I just love to get caught in flushes here. But yeah, here I got in an entry here at 433. So pretty much the upper end of this candle, and it just reverses so hard. It just flashes right down out at 407. Tried to catch a dip here at 56. Got here at a perfect low. So I pretty much top ticked this candle and bottom ticked this candle and still lost money. So I don't know. That's a little bit frustrating, but yeah, beautiful entry off the low here at 56. But I sold at 54. Somehow I still took a loss. How do you get in here at 56 and you sell at 54? This is my trade. Getting in here at 56 is, my God, this is like hilarious. It's actually hilarious. 56 out at 54. That takes some serious skill to take a loss down here. But the experience is necessary. I should have followed my rules, and when I said I was done trading here at 10:30, I should have just been done with it and not come back. Because whenever you come back and you lose money, it always feels a lot worse than if you were to make money. And I'm just not in the business of what ifs and regrets. So when I'm done trading for the day, I'm done trading. I don't want to come back and have any sort of regrets of being like, oh man, I should have just stayed away from the markets. Why can't I can't help myself? And like, you just start to get into like a downward spiral as far as mentally. So, I have my window when I trade. I have my routine, which is pre-market. I trade pre-market if the momentum's hot. However, a lot of times it's not very active pre-market lately. And then that window between 9:30 and 10:30 is my golden hour. And so that's when once the 10:30 hits or 11 hits and you can tell the momentum starts to die off, that's when I need to close up shop and be done with it. I don't need to come back. Unless if it's a hot market, I could expand those hours. But, it's not even that hot of a market. We had this one move and that was it. It's not like there were 5 tickers going parabolic. Which we've seen before. So until that type of momentum, then there's no need to really, at least for me, to be trading afternoon or really power hour. I don't really need to be coming back. If I really want to make more money, I just need to size up more between 9:30 and 10:30, or even size up more pre-market. I don't need to be trading more throughout the day because you have amazing setups every day at the market open. And those are my best setups. So if I want to make more money, I just got to focus on just taking more size on those setups and not trading more trades throughout the day. So that's how I'm going to approach this issue this issue of over trading. Because I really did not need to come back here at the end of the day. But that was it. So Qngy. That was it pretty much. EPIX. I did trade SPRC for one small scalp, but I don't really need to go over that. But that's it. Video's getting kind of long here, but I am back at my home base and going to be doing daily recaps again. And I have a lot of new things coming down the pipeline. I'm so excited to start launching some of these things in the near future. I hope you guys do stick around for that. Very excited for the future of Triad trading. I have so many things planned for this YouTube channel and for the community in general, and how I can bring more value to the community. There's just so much. I'm just brewing with ideas, and I've just been consistently, even this week, I've just been putting in so much work just to kind of start implementing some of these ideas for you guys and for the community, so we can all grow together. But that's it. That's all I'm going to share for right now. I'm not going to spoil it yet, but there will be some awesome things coming down the pipeline this week, next week, and in the near future. So thank you guys for coming back for another video, another Triad trading video, and I will be doing my regular recap starting next week, and I'm going to be putting out some more content as well other than those recaps. So yeah, stick around and I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you guys are still watching, please hit the like button, also subscribe, and then I'll see you. All right, peace.